If you had to make a choice between love and money, which would you choose? Would you be willing to risk everything for a chance to have both? Tonight, 16 singles will sail the Caribbean Sea in a game that will test their coolness under pressure. Damn it! Every 2 days, the cast must pick a mate, and as a couple, join forces in playing the game. At the end of each 48-hour round, there's a vote, where the women choose a man, and the men choose a woman to be eliminated and banished to Loser Island. Until finally, one couple will claim victory, winning a glamorous trip around the world and $200,000. This is the Love Cruise.
The Love Cruise is a game to see if you can find your ideal mate on a cruise around the Caribbean.
But also end up competing for a final prize, which involves a lot of money and a trip around the world.
The women will vote the men off the ship, and the men will vote the women off the ship. And the object of the game is to be the last one standing.
Morning! First of all, welcome to the Mandalay, and welcome to the Love Cruise. My name is Justin. I'm your cruise director. I'll be the guy helping you out for this entire trip. We're gonna get you guys going. We're gonna give you a little activity that we call flash dating. We're gonna give you guys a chance to go out on a date with every member of the opposite sex for 6 minutes.
Wow!
Right now, I just want all the ladies, doesn't matter which one you go to, but each lady pick a station and sit in the left chair. As you're facing the chairs, sit in the left chair. Ready to go dating?
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
It's good to see you again.
I'm so damn excited, nervous, like it's ridiculous.
At some point on this cruise, I would like to suck on your toes.
I don't know if I would let you.
I'm very successful. I have a certain lifestyle that I've achieved that I enjoy. And so I'm just very hopeful that I will find a man who I am attracted to, who I love, who is financially secure. And I'm just praying that all those factors come together.
You're adorable. You have like gorgeous eyes.
Thank you.
Really.
I'm kind of blushing right now.
I'm in this cruise because I would actually like to find somebody that could keep up with me. I'm a little bit dramatic, I'm a little bit crazy, so.
But you're like the total hottie construction worker.
That's pure coincidence.
Dude, you are.
I would love to fall in love if it came along. I'm very particular about letting my guard down, but at the same time, like, if someone were to come along that totally blew me away, then I would be all for it.
It's so true. You're
I'm taking you home with me.
Oh,
You.
yeah, please, can you?
You got sick eyes.
Saved by the whistle. I like being surrounded by people at all times. I like to be loud and boisterous, and I'm always on the phone. Like, I can't just sit at home and be, like, by myself. I definitely require a lot of attention.
Oh, you can have a hug. What are you doing?
That's what I need.
You need a hug?
I was always huge. I used to weigh 250 pounds. And finally, just one day I decided, you know what, I'm sick of looking like this, and I finally just decided to lose the weight. Part of me wonders if maybe there is a girl out there just for me on this boat. And maybe the whole point of this cruise is to see if we find each other.
Are you Jewish?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, nice Jewish girl.
Yeah, I'm like a nice Jewish guy, I guess. My parents are gonna be so happy.
I'm traditional in the sense that I want to fall in love, and I haven't been with anyone in a long time, and I miss it. I want to be able to meet some people and go and have a great time and come away with a boyfriend. Ooh.
You know, my big thing is I want a smart girl, someone who can talk to you, communicate and all that, but yet I want them to look like a Barbie doll. Unfortunately, when you're not rich, you can't find one until, of course, you get that money, but who can blame them? Why would you want to date a starving artist? I'm a movie junkie. My
What's your favorite movie?
True Romance.
Really?
Yeah.
So do you think you're like a hopeless romantic then?
Absolutely.
Like, have you ever found that girl that like meets that like romantic like?
No, you know, I'm not asking for much. Just asking for someone who's like, you know, beautiful, intelligent, and nice, you know? I'm not asking for much.
Oh, that's cool then.
All right.
Now that you've all had a chance to get to know each other a little bit, we're going to give you a chance to pick your partners for the next 48 hours. This will also be your cabin mate. You're going to bunk with this partner in a cabin with 2 beds. So here's how it's going to work. Ladies, when I blow my whistle, you're going to approach the man that you would most like to couple with for the next 48 hours. Guys, you're going to have to agree. When the guy agrees, you'll just stand next to him. If he doesn't agree, move on. Go somewhere else.
It's a little awkward. Like, I could just see, like, 3 girls liking the same guy, and then the guy's gonna be like, I want her. And then where am I gonna go?
There is one guy that I took an interest in during the flash dating, and that's Anthony, which is really surprising because he, by looking at him, is not at all what I would pick out. And as a matter of fact, everyone, I'm sure, is expecting me to go with Michael. The Jewish lawyer who's 30 years old, the guy that everyone thinks I should be with, and as usual, that's not what I want to be with.
I don't know, you know, I'm not like thinking about like, you know, who I gotta beat out or anything like that, because I'm the coolest guy in the ship, and that's what I've been saying ever since, you know, the beginning of this, is I'm the coolest guy. So they have to worry about me, I don't have to worry about them.
Does everybody understand how this is going to work? Guys, you understand how this is going to work? Ladies? Yes.
I'm really nervous and kind of uncomfortable about picking a guy that I have to spend 48 hours with. I wish that it was picked for me, like, you're gonna be with so-and-so.
I know that I'm not gonna get picked. I mean, I know before I even get on this boat that I'm not gonna get picked.
Wow, what did I say to people during the 6-minute dates? And I look across at me, and Michael's sitting there like, me too, man.
Everyone just like ran from me like I was the Ebola virus, but that's kind of the way it went.
Okay, whoa. Everybody stop. We have 2 situations here. Darren, what a stud. What are you going to do?
This is brutal. This is
brutal.
I don't really like being in that kind of position, especially right in the get-go here. And I kind of just went with the person that I had the best conversation with when I went through the 6-minute interviews.
You have to make a decision, though, Darren. I know it's tough. They're all beautiful and sweet. Tony, all right, ladies. You have to move on now if we can spin our attention over here.
I actually thought Darren was gonna pick me, and then he ended up picking Tony. And I was just like, sure, the guy goes for the girl with the biggest
Anthony. My goodness. And yes, you do have to pick one, Anthony.
Why do I have to pick one?
You have to pick one.
Haven't you ever heard about the French menage?
Sure, if you want. Make it more difficult.
My impression, quite honestly, is that there are a lot of blondes with big boobs and not professional, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm very different. I'm much more intellectual, and so I think that the guys are going to have a choice between someone who might be a fun fling for 2 weeks versus someone who they could have a much more meaningful relationship with.
Keep in mind, this is just for the next 48 hours. There will be plenty of time to change up later. There you go. All right, ladies. Fantastic. We have a match. Ladies, go back. Let's see.
Oh, man. Yeah.
What up?
The selection process was kind of like the reverse of how things usually are. I'm usually used to guys kind of coming up to me, even though I don't have a problem going up to men, and I did it this time around twice and got dissed. But I'm kind of used to, like, you know, people coming to me and then I get to choose. So this is a little bit weird.
Yeah, I agree. So I have. The person I ended up with didn't pick me. They picked somebody else and then picked me. So I guess on this ship, I'm not really a player.
Bob? Yeah, exactly. Start off cold, and then all of a sudden I got hot. See how everything changes. It's totally BS. You know, but I go with the first pick. Oh, I'm sorry, Lisa.
I'm with the guy that I was supposed to be with to begin with.
All right. Is everybody relatively happy with their matches for the next 48 hours?
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this is just for the next 48 hours. There will be plenty of time to change up later, okay? All right. We are now going to assign cabins. So we're going to start with Melissa and Ralph. CP7. CP7? All right. Melissa and Ralph. We're going to go right down here.
I just got rejected twice, so that was my worst fear, and it was realized.
I was last picked.
You were, so we are perfect together.
Okay,
When do we pick our cabin?
I don't know. I imagine last, because that seems to be the running motif. With me here.
All right, keep your fingers crossed that we got the biggest cabin on the boat, okay?
Is this your cabin?
That's your bathroom over there.
Okay.
Oh, you know what I realized? I just forgot. There's a camera here.
Yes, there's cameras everywhere.
I can stretch out. Can you stretch up there?
Tonight you will sleep here.
Can you stretch up there?
No, clearly I can't stretch. And I'm not a short little thing. Oh.
Don't break the ceiling.
Hello.
Hey!
Fancy that.
Can you hear everything?
No.
There's lots of sugar in this room, so we have to close the door.
Oh.
Let me give you a little background of what's going on. In round one, after speed dating, there was a little discrepancy between me and Gina, and she made a comment to Darren about, oh, you became the typical guy, you fell into the typical way, because I have plastic surgery, and basically she categorized me as probably a bimbo. I don't really appreciate her attitude, and I don't appreciate her being so narrow-minded. So I think she's digging herself in a hole that she might not be able to get out of.
Oh. Well, lock it. Don't let him back in.
Whatever.
I just need to regroup a little bit.
Let's
That
chill
was
out.
a little devastating.
Oh, I was sure that was going to happen to me, so I'm like, cool.
Yeah, I just need to get over that. I was very insecure growing up, and I was very unattractive, and men didn't like me. And when I was 8 years old, some boys barked at me because I was so ugly. And that kind of thing stays with you. We're gonna have a good time.
We have a great time. Like, starting like in 2 minutes. It's going to be wonderful.
So let's just
Do
have
it.
a great time.
Bring on the Manischewitz. No.
Look at this. Look at this place.
Wow.
This is ridiculous.
Anthony's a mysterious type, intellectual, tall, dark. I don't know. I'm attracted to that. All right, we've got to do our first picture together.
Yeah, we'll
You
do
wanna
them
do that one?
simultaneous.
1, 2, 3.
I think Laura and I will be a team from here on in. I think we're both attracted to one another physically as well as mentally. There could be something, and I guess that's just something we'll have to see the more I get to know her. I want to do this, by the way. Thank you.
I was left standing there alone. I went 3 times before somebody
You went 3 rounds?
picked me, yeah. And so I can't figure out if it's because people don't want to live with me or because it's part of the game.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I mean, do you think it's your age thing?
I don't think so. Could be.
Because I've never dated a girl older than me. I mean, once or twice. Maybe, I don't know, do they all know you're divorced? Because I'm from a divorced family. And so, I don't know why. You all right? I don't know, do you want to go somewhere else?
I think the power couple is Anthony and Laura. I think they totally had an instant connection, which I think it's awesome, and I wish them the best.
I feel like I was lucky because the one that I wanted to talk to came up to me, and that's really all that mattered. It didn't matter if 1 or 4 came up to me, as long as that one came up to me, and she did.
We just seem to kind of have like a click, like a bond right away. He seems very passionate. Like today when we went snorkeling, and he like would grab me and like kiss me or something, just kind of like a peck, but he seemed to be really forward, so I was attracted to that.
I think there are some cliques going on with the girls. For example, me and Tomiko and Lisa all kind of have different personalities, but we all like blend very nicely. We're kind of more, I think, reserved and a little bit quiet, as opposed to Tony and the other blonde girls. They are a little bit more loud and obnoxious, and they need a lot of attention. And honestly, it's quite annoying.
You can do it!
Wait, the boat's going wrong. Hold on, hold on. Oh, sucker.
Oh, jeez. That was mean.
I don't know if they're going to be able to take our personalities because we're going to be loud, we're going to be feisty, we're going to be crazy. I'm just kind of worried about Gina and Lisa.
I feel like I'm going to jump in and I'm going to be like, hi!
Oh, the top's going.
Oh, come on, just jump, Tommy.
Ah, she dissed you.
Yeah!
Well, her top stayed on. I think ours should. That was although hers are more hard, like rock. Bad. Well, what is it? Is it silicone? What is it? I don't. What floats? Silicone float? Alien float.
Where's she so funny?
She's buoyant.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Breakfast is now being served on the top deck.
To 15 new friends and having a great time for the next one.
If I could get everybody's attention real quick. Okay, today's theme is first impressions. Obviously, the idea is to know your shipmates as well as you possibly can. This is important for a number of reasons. Chief among them, though, is that if you are fortunate enough to get to the finals, the better you know your partner, the better the chances you have of winning the grand prize. So we have a game that's really a lot of fun that we've devised for you that we're going to play every other night called the Hot Seat, okay? And the Hot Seat is basically where your shipmates answer the questions that you want them to answer most. It's a lot of fun, but I need your help. What I need you to do is downstairs, right underneath us, there's a little room. It says the booth. What I need everybody to do is go down there, take out a card, and write down 1 question for a man, anybody here, 1 question for a woman. You do not have to put your name on the card. Your question will be anonymous. The people basically with the most questions asked of them are going to have to answer those questions in front of everybody else.
Anthony, have you ever blatantly lied to a woman for sex?
Tony, how do you feel when men look at you as a sex object? Is that what you wanted when you got your implants?
My question is for Darren, who I actually picked, but then he didn't pick me. So my question to him is, why did you choose your girl? I wonder why.
Hey, everybody! Thank you. Welcome to your very first Hot Seat. Tonight's theme is first impressions. The first person that received the most questions is going to come up here first, all right? Tonight's big winner is Ralph. Come on up, Ralph. Welcome to the Hot Seat. Ralph, I encourage you to answer these questions as truthfully as you can. If you do not answer those questions with complete forthrightness, they're going to hold up their BS paddles. Can you hold those up, guys? Let's see those. In this case, BS stands for balls of shame, all right? What are the balls of shame? Funny you should ask. These are the balls of shame. On each one of these balls, Ralph, is a number. On each one of those numbers corresponds to a specific dare that you all submitted before the cruise. If you do not answer those questions with complete forthrightness, we're going to pull a ball out, and you're going to have to perform that dare right here in front of everybody, right now, okay? Okay, guys, Ralph's question is, somebody out there, we don't know who, but somebody out there wants to know if you had the chance to sleep with 1 girl on this cruise, who would it be and why?
Lisa.
Lisa?
The reason is she's kind of fits like a kind of a prim and proper, you know, type of girl, and I would just mess you up.
Do we think he's being forthcoming? Okay. Congratulations, Ralph. Wait a bit, wait a bit. If that isn't a tough act to follow, we're going to give it a shot. Come on up, Anthony. Oh, come. Somebody out there wants to know, have you ever blatantly lied to a woman for sex?
Who the hell is the man? Define blatant.
Get out.
Blatantly lied. Yeah, when I was younger, I've told a few little slight.
Could you, wait. Can we see a sign of Paddles? We think he's being completely forthright. Wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Balls of shame, my friend, balls of shame. Here we go.
Should I be honest? And you still do that? Man, I can find cool though.
Okay, here's your dare. You're gonna have to kiss someone like you mean it.
Oh, that's no problem.
Okay.
You know who I'm calling. Come on now.
Darren, can we get Darren in the hot seat? Welcome, Darren.
What's up?
Someone wants to know, what is your motivation, or was your motivation, for choosing Tony?
That's actually pretty easy. I felt very awkward being put in that position to make a decision like that, but I went with my gut, and it hasn't failed me in the past, and if it has, then I can at least go back on it and say, hey, I went with my gut, I was myself, I went with what I thought was right for me. So if anyone else would like to think differently, and they think I went with Tony because of her breasts, then that's really...
That's fine. That's what it is. It's fine. Don't worry. It's all fine.
Paddles. We got one BS. We got 2 BS. You're off the hook, my brother. Nice job. Thank you very much, Darren. Looking for Tony with an I, female Tony. Come on up. You're the next contestant to the hot seat, Tony. Have a seat. All right, Tony. Somebody out there wants to know, how do you feel when men look at you as a sex object, and you know that some of them only notice your breasts?
I don't mind. Why do you think I got him? Why would anybody? Yes.
Okay,
I was
fantastic.
tired of looking like a little 2-year-old, like a little 6-year-old. I was tired of being flat, so I did what I wanted to do to make myself happy, and if it made me look more attractive to men, it's my choice and it's my money, and I did what I gotta do.
Now, somebody else wants to know, why is it that you need so much attention?
Because I never got it when I was a kid, so why not get it now?
Do we need to see the paddles? No. Congratulations, Tony.
Thank you.
All right, guys, that's the hot seat. Give yourselves a round of applause.
I was probably one of the shyest kids you've ever met in your life. I was a sensitive kid, so there are times where I can get my feelings hurt, and when I do get them hurt or I am embarrassed, I always flip it around and turn it into humor. I hope I went like this to the thing. You sure did. It's done. Gina has gone completely and totally out of her way to look at me because I had made the decision to have plastic surgery as a bimbo. She has judged me, and she does not have the guts to come up and say it to me.
There's a reason why you focus on the exterior, right? Because there's problems on the inside. That's why. Ooh, that's why I don't need a boob job, because I'm a happy person on the inside, right? And I don't want guys to just focus on the outside.
I agree.
It's not affecting
you want
me.
to get something to improve yourself, and I think that when you get something so large, it's like,
hello, hi.
There's a middle ground there.
Then we would know. Give me the tab. Give me the pound. There we go.
I see Anthony as being a little bit of a showboat.
Bob sort of like ostracized me the second we met one another, which was uncomfortable. He tried to knock my tattoos a little while ago. So you have to understand that when someone puts permanent artwork on their body, it's kind of difficult not to take it personally when someone implies that maybe you haven't really thought out what you've done.
He has one on his arm that he apparently very religious tattoo that he's building, hasn't finished building. And he said he's putting certain things on and mentioned the 23rd Psalm, though may I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, et cetera, et cetera. So I said, isn't that awfully cliche? And he started freaking out.
You can't really speak out against anyone. As simple as we have to say it, the mob rules on the boat. Changes come in a blink of an eye, and that could cost you getting voted off the boat.
All passengers and crew, we're about to raise the anchor, raise the sails.
Let's go!
Stand by yourselves!
Friends floating in a dark sea with dark fish and dark me's as we stare in the mirrors of ourselves. It's that subtle beat in our heart that makes us feel what we are. We see it in the moon and we see it in the stars.
It's ridiculous what's happening right now. I mean, you've got Anthony, you know, looking like an absolute clown up there, talking in circles, you know, like he's Aristotle or something. Plain and simple, the guy wants this money more than anybody.
And then Laura, with the depth of the ocean, her eyes are piercing like the fall-autumn days, oranges and greens and yellows full of haze.
How you doing?
I think I'm gonna stay here.
Cool. Why don't you turn off the light?
I don't know if I want to. I'm not feeling good at all. The boat is rocking back and forth. I'm feeling really green. And I hope everyone doesn't think that I'm being miserable and bitchy to them. It's just hard when you're not feeling good. You're a little cranky and crabby, and I have not been myself at all.
When I first met you in the first 6-minute date thing, you were one of my 4 that I had picked, and you came off as the sweetest one I had.
Really?
Yeah.
Aw.
That's weird.
I've never been told that.
Laura was actually my first choice, just for the fact that I think she's gorgeous, she's brunette, and she came off as just a real sweetheart to me. I know Anthony does like Laura a lot, but we'll see where it goes from here.
It's kind of like the honeymoon period right now. Tomorrow at this time, there's gonna be 2 empty seats at breakfast, and everyone's gonna know that. So I'm looking forward to start playing this game, really. Although, I personally think we've been playing it the whole entire time since we got here.
I don't know. Do I come up kind of harsh? You're a harsh person. That's your attitude. But you have an affectionate side, too. I need to be more like Lisa. You can't make yourself like somebody else. No, but I need to be more like ladylike. It'll never happen. I like to work on cars. I'm just a nightmare. I can dress you up all you want, but... You can dress me up, you just can't take me out. Lisa reminds me so much of myself growing up. I don't think she got a lot of attention, and she doesn't realize what she has to offer. She's unbelievably smart, unbelievably gorgeous. She's got such a big heart. And I think all of us are trying to prove it to her just because we want to protect her. We want to show her what she really is.
Actually, you know what? When we got out, we realized that Ralph and I were on this trip. He goes, "Who is that?" And he pointed to you.
You're kidding. Really?
I'm not kidding you.
I felt like such a loser.
He was
like, no guys.
all day.
We picked the guys, but that's okay.
Wait, Lisa, it wasn't about the guy picking. Have you looked in the mirror? I know, seriously. You realize, wait. You're like the best looking,
No, wait a minute. You are elegant. You are gorgeous. You are classy.
Stop, you're gonna make her cry.
Everything. Oh my God, you just scream class.
Oh,
sweetie, don't cry, baby.
This day has been really interesting. I feel like I've experienced so many emotions, and there are some people that I initially didn't click with, and I feel like after the hot seat, I'm starting to click with them, and the more I talk to individuals, the more I like them, and I'm finding that my initial judgments weren't necessarily correct.
Well, it's funny. It's just so weird for me to hear you say that because I come in and I look at you and I think they're so pretty, and I'm this little like schlub with the frizzy hair.
Frizzy? Let's talk.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Gina's sick.
Really? She's not feeling well, huh?
They're up top.
Go get your plate.
No, I don't. They're serving or something. Whatever. I'm not hungry.
No, you have to eat something. You can't just sit
Thanks,
up here
Mom.
and watch
Here,
me
eat
eat
this.
rolls.
I'll eat this one.
You're not the one that smashes, so go eat. Okay.
Oh, very nice.
I honestly kind of thought that I was going to get sick coming on to the boat. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. It was very hard to even swallow.
That's it. You want some more ginger ale?
Could you be any nicer to me?
We're playing a game right now, and this game is going to be won and lost on the relationships you forge with these people, you know, at dinner, when we're just hanging out. And if you miss an opportunity to hang out and bond with people, people are going to remember that.
I gave up an incredibly significant opportunity with an incredibly significant company to do this. Somehow through this, whether on this boat or some other thing, I run into this chick who I just drop life for and just get totally grooved on.
I'll tell you this, I think you made the right decision.
I know I did. I never regret any decisions I made. So who knows? I have no idea where this is going to take me. But it would be cool if it takes me somewhere good.
Anthony and I were like the strongest love connection. It couldn't have been more perfect. I know that Anthony is pretty excited about it. You know, I think we feel that we're gonna do pretty well.
There's sort of a buzz around the boat that we're going to be the last one standing. The vote's tomorrow morning.
I'm dreading the vote tomorrow.
If I had to vote somebody off right now, I would only vote the people off that maybe don't seem like they're having a nice time. Man, I'm gonna be off the boat tomorrow.
You don't know that. I might be off.
You're not going anywhere. You go, I know.
I might be off.
Hey, I can't lose you.
Plain and simple, someone's got to go. And it's a lot easier to vote off the person that you don't see as opposed to voting off the people that you are hanging out and laughing with till, 2 in the morning.
My plan is I'm never going to be the first person to go to bed. I'm going to stay up till everybody goes to bed and keep building those relationships.
There's no reason I can't do real well in this game, and no, I don't want to get voted off. I want to stay the duration. I want to win the trip.
Morning, guys. At 10 o'clock, we're gonna break into groups based on gender. The guys are gonna meet, the girls are gonna meet, okay? You're gonna meet because you're gonna vote off one member of the opposite sex. Your votes must be open, so no secret ballots. You guys have to talk about it, and everybody has to know who everybody is voting for. Does everybody understand? Any questions? All right, guys, well, good luck to you.
All my life I've put up with, first impressions, and all my life people really have read me wrong. And, if I can make it past the first vote that's coming up, I know that people will come around to me.
But I just want to kind of go down the line.
All right. I'm picking Gina because I haven't hung with her at all. She's been in a room dead. So it's easy for me because it's like I haven't really interacted with her.
Okay, can I just say something first? I just wanted to apologize for being so sick. And actually, I haven't really been myself, and I kind of am out of it.
You've been like kicking your guts out. Now I'm gonna have to admit, the comments that you've made and everything that has flown back in my direction, my feelings were so hurt because of the way that I was judged, because I got these. I look like it. Wait, let me finish. I'm gonna have to say it. Honest to God, you pissed me off. I was like,
Wait, but I have to tell you something. I think as soon as we got on the boat, that was like the first, I think, thing people started talking about, and you even were goofing around and saying they're store-bought, and you know, and so I am honestly, I'm very sarcastic, and I don't mean to hurt you when I say those things. I was goofing around, and if I did or said anything, I am very sorry, but I was just having fun with it.
Getting back to which guy we're going to vote on.
So who would you vote for?
Okay, so this is my thing. When we did the 6-minute dating thing, Adrian really turned me off because he was very cocky, and I'd asked him, like, are you having a good time? And he was like, hell yeah, I'm having a good time. He's like, yeah, I hooked up with some chicks back at the hotel, and I got down. I'm like, I don't need to know this.
When I met him in the first 6 minutes, he struck me as being very cocky. He did have some attitude, and it wasn't a very favorable impression.
I was thinking Adrian, but I tried to totally talk to Bob twice, and he wouldn't reciprocate, you know?
I feel like we're out, you know, plain and simple. Gina's, I don't know her at all, but she seems like a great girl, but I don't know her.
My compulsive vote right now is for Bob. But it might change in 15 minutes.
That's fine.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, Melissa.
I vote Bob off, and it's a really unfair reason, but I haven't really gotten a chance to know him or talk to him.
Okay, can I just say something? And what I want from you girls is not to vote off Bob just because we paired up, because I don't want to mess up Bob's chance of winning. He's just awesome. He was there for me every time I got sick and was bringing me everything.
He was.
He left his job to come on the boat because he wanted to find a girl. And I'm like, well, that could be me. So it was. I got a little, like, butterflies.
I'm hoping that you don't say the same thing else everyone else.
No, bottom line, she's just been, two things. A, first of all, she's sick. So bottom line, she's not having that much fun. And B, she was totally out of line. She chose to be negative.
So you are voting her off?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. But so,
are you kidding me?
No.
I honestly, I don't want to have any influence over what you do. I think maybe you should just keep it the way it is.
Welcome, all of you, to your very first elimination ceremony. I recognize that this is neither fun, nor is this easy, but this is a part of the game. Let's just get right down to business, shall we? If we could please have the jury foreman for the men, Adrian, tell us your decision.
We've decided to have Gina.
Gina. Women, I know, had a little bit more difficulty coming to a decision. Could we have Tony, our jury foreman for the women, please rise?
Tony.
And announce the ladies' decision for elimination.
It was not an easy decision, and everybody was pretty much heartbroken, but we decided on Bob.
Bob. If I could please get Bob and Gina to come up here. Right over there, stand next to Gina.
All I can say is that as you guys continue to play the game, you might want to think about what you're doing and how you're pairing and how you're switching up, what you're trying to accomplish, because things will change. Instead of just walking along as the game goes, think what you're doing. It may make a difference to you. If the money matters, if finding someone matters, all those things will change. There'll be different people on Loser Island with the king and queen. So you'll want to think about that, and you should think about it, because it'll make it more interesting.
All right. Gina and Bob, all is not lost, because you are on your way to Aruba, where you guys will be the king and queen of Loser Island, as you so eloquently put it.
You will be sequestered there for the remainder of the trip, but keep in mind that someone voted off the ship may be brought back into play. But no matter what, you will return as a member of the final jury and help us pick the winning couple.
But it was wonderful having you aboard. The best of luck to both of you.
You're gonna come next. Maybe if I wasn't sick, I think this would be a different outcome. Right.
Gina.
Why are you crying? About what? Logan, stop. You know, you start off on a wrong foot with someone, and
I just feel bad that I didn't get a chance.
so Naomi, friends. Yes, friends. Yes.
The only other thing I'd say, and it's a little glimmer of hope in my eye, like I didn't want to be thrown off the boat. It was an obvious decision that I was going to be, but I didn't want to be. So if there's a way to bring me back in, I would love to come back in.
What are you so excited about? The next death sentence? Help me over.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad you're here. Oh. And that's how I show it.
I don't know what I need to do. I mean, it's like I'm working day and night just to stay on this ship.
Oh, boy.
Diplomacy is present in this game at all times. Everyone's just trying to watch their butt.
I'm lucky to have you. Thank you for choosing me.
You don't think that I'm like mad at you or anything because I got kicked off?
But I think because we were coupled up, I think a little bit had to do with me too. But most of it's your fault.
These people that isolate themselves, that's definitely not the right strategy.
Everybody's got an agenda on this boat. My agenda probably was different than everybody else's in that I was actually looking to find a soulmate.
This is like sausage.
Can I tell you something? It's a game.
I know, but how can you guys be so cool about it?
We're
not cool about it. We all have to
hate it.
Pick someone.
I hate doing that to people. I hate hurting.
Well, yeah, nobody wants to hurt anyone, but
this is the first vote. It's only gonna get worse.
Coming up on the Love Cruise.
If Laura sees this when you get back home, I'd like to do to you what I'm about ready to do to this camera.
And then I have someone tell me that I'm a male chauvinist pig.
I'm never gonna date. I'm never gonna do anything.
But wait.
Because I deal with a deadbeat father every day for the last 14 years of my life.
I just kissed you guys.
It's just everything that I didn't want to happen is happening.
Want to come back to the boat?
I'm angry because of what you said today. You've hurt people maliciously. Drop that puppy dog act and tell Melissa your feelings about her.
The word bribery would have to come into mind.
You want to make me the bad guy? Then go ahead. You did it to you, not me. I didn't make you anything but It's getting harder, and we all need to remember, this is a game.
Ship transportation provided by Windjammer Barefoot Cruises. Splash in the warm waters of paradise and enjoy life to the fullest on Windjammer Barefoot Cruises.